All right, hello everyone. This is quite exciting. The PS5 driver swap test. We've got Race on Oz and KRL in the server. This is really good. So 23 cars in the server. There would be close to 40, if not more, connections, which is awesome. A few people unable to see the server, so turn off accessible in the search options of the servers if anyone is coming into a driver swap race. It counts the number of connections in that number of cars. I think that's where some of that drama is coming from. I'm not going to race tonight. I'm sitting on a keyboard at the moment. I've got my wheel plugged in. I tested the wheel in the previous session and it worked fine, even though I've got the controller and a keyboard plugged in. What I really wanted to show is that even though I'm on the bonnet of my car, and it should happen to anyone who's spectating their teammate, is that you can use the keyboard as you would on PC. So F1 cycles through these views, F3 you've got the trackside views, F6 you've got the other TV views, and my favourite part is that I can actually change between the cars, and it is going in order. So we can use this to spectate. You can change between the cars. Shift left and right, and then shift up takes me back to the car that I'm in. Fortunately, we don't have Trev in spec mode, so we can't quite test that to see the stability of that, but so far so good. And then shift insert changes those options. Now the other thing, what I can do is change all these options. Go back to drive. There we go. What's pretty as close as I'm going to get to spec mode. So anyone who's spectating their driver and has a keyboard set, they should be able to change through all these views and change between cars, which will be handy. It's a good number of cars in the field. This is awesome. This looks pretty cool. That was caught me cool in the fence. The elbow. Let's get. Oh, guess holding down tab brings up the times. And you can see all the driver partnerings, so that's very handy as well. So 24 cars in the field. So the only drama with that is that I don't need to change back. This is pretty cool. All right, it's a 20-minute session. I think we're on board with Sniper. I won't know 100% sure until he crosses the timing line for Sector 1. Nice clear screen, happy days. See if needed we could broadcast from here. Yeah, so that changed over. So Lewis is in the car, so when he crossed, okay, so Sniper was driver 1, and so Lewis is driven out at the start of quali then, and it takes until he crosses the timing line for it to change over. It's just one of the things to be mindful of. Says Binger on track. Let's follow him around. All right, I think I've got all this sorted now. Ready to go. So just watching AB Saints trying to get that big beam. It turned around at the cutting. And there he goes. There's Tom Morgan catching up to him pretty quick. Dask heading through the dipper. Get to set time yet. So 12 minutes, just under 13 minutes left in quali. Got Binger out in front, 6/10 over Knox Parker. And Fly Sky, who is in third, who is the winner from last night. Just going from the server results, he has managed to get into the 201s. So we should see if these guys can get down there tonight. Good to see so many cars in here. It's really promising. This is going to be quite exciting to get these endurance races up and about. Just wait to see if Dusk settle up. He does. He goes to 8th. 2 seconds off the time of Binger. Angry old fella in the BMW. Plenty of BMWs in this field. It seems like it's the go-to car for a lot of people. Still a lot of cars yet to set a lap. I think there's going to be quite a few people changing cars. So, Sniper, I think, has just set a lap. Oh no, he hasn't. I think he's in the car now. They've done a driver swap between himself and Lewis. Nothing's coming through on Discord, which is a good sign. Just in front of Angry is sideways. He's just exited the elbow. 3.5 seconds off the pace. It's a pretty handy view, this one. So he can get to it so quickly as well. See Angry creeping up behind him. They both ran quite deep. Sideways improved. No, he doesn't. He's at 14. So now the times are coming in a bit quicker. So AB, Kick It, Rip It, Nobby's Nuts, Metal, Saint Sim and Wayne Morris yet to set a time. As in the background, that's Dusk. He's just lost it on the curve. The exit of turn 1. Got AB, who's just setting off on a lap. He has completed one, but it wasn't. He's obviously had a few dramas on it. And with him is Kilroy, who's just exited pit lane. So Flyers close that gap down to Binger. So it's only 1.5 tenths. Knox Park is right in there as well. So it's pretty tight at the top. So here's K-Man, the Audi. He's pulling over. He's actually got, so M. Harris, who's in 15th, so a position higher than him, is actually his son-in-law. So K-Man, there's a bit of bragging rights in on this one. And I'm not gonna let you forget it if Harris out-qualifies you in this one. And here's Stu. So he set off these 2 points. Oh, yep, I don't need to say much more about Stu on that one. So here's K-Man setting off again. Metal Steel in the Bentley. Bit of a change from what we used to for quite a while with a field full of Bentleys, and now it's there's only 2 of them. That was a very broken looking Audi then as well. Kilroy setting off on a flying lap. He's got AB just in front of him. I'll try and... So AB's in 15th here. He's going to run wide. Oh, I think he's just let Kilroy go in the end. So Kilroy in the Aston. Once he gets onto the Conrod, we'll have a look at the times again. So we've got Maverick, we've got Rex who's yet to set a time, and Wayne who's yet to set a time. GT and Mac Main have gone to the top of the 2022. It's very, very tight up there. Only a couple of tenths in it amongst Binger, Someone, and Knox Parker. That's really good to see. Good mix up the top. Nice little fight between the BMWs and the Audis. It's good to see. As Kilroy didn't improve on that lap. He sets off on another one in the Aston. Got Whip attacking 5th. Got Wizard and Javar in 7th. Eagle Wind 8th. Dask. Saint Sim. That rounds out the top 10. It's pretty tight at the top. And it's very tight from 5th down to 8th, and then it's another bunch of cars that are all pretty tight. There's going to be some good racing in all of this, with the driver swap as well. That's it for Kilroy at that point. There's Wizard in the Lexus just running wide. Just ahead of him was Binger actually, so Binger's got Zest one ahead of him, so Angry has handed the car over to Zest. So Binger will be pitting, I think, at that point. Oh, and that is that Lexus going hard into the fence at the cutting. So here's Rex Buckingham sitting off on a lap here. So Rex up into 11th, 2042. No change at the top, although OGT is handed over to Mac. Binger is in the car still. Someone awesome is in the car currently. Max Parker, so it's still 2 tenths. Minute and a half left in the session. It's Whip Attack in 5th in that McLaren. Shamrock. In 20th place at this stage, 4.5 seconds. That's just smooth. So K-Man, he's got Maverick just ahead of him. He's got to have set a time. Well, Maverick's got big damage on the front of that BMW, and K-Man just tagged that fence in the background as well. Here's Eagle Wind D-roll. .1 seconds off pole. He don't think he'll get a chance to get another lap in. This could be it for him. Have a look at what time he's going to set. .230, so he goes to 5th. Has got chance of one more lap. It was pretty tight, 10 seconds in it, or just over. Time goes to 0. K-Man has got a chance to set off another lap. He did improve, so he's going to 17th. Maverick with that big damage on that car. We'll move back up the other way through the field. So we'll just follow someone here. So Mac Main is in the car. Wilco's changed over. He's got taken the reins from Binger. So these are the cars that'll start the race. So they've had to do a driver swap at the end of this quali session. So just watch. Someone looked across the line. Does he improve in his time? He does. He goes quickest. So at the death, someone takes pole by 0.02 of a second from Wilco. That's super tight at the top. So someone has done a pretty good job there. Get that time right at the end. As Stu finishes his lap. I'll have to go the other way. It's a little bit hard like this. So we get to the last of the cars on a lap. So K-Man. We've got Eagle Wind. Here's Zest, who's about to cross the line. See if we can gather. It's a 236. Here's Eagle. Does Eagle improve? Yes, he does. He goes to 5th. I think Zest improved then as well. I'm pretty sure. So just waiting on one more car to cross the line. And that's it. That is it for qualifying. So as we sit on the grid. So Fly and someone have taken pole from MacMain and OGT. So great lap right at the death end for someone. So these are actually the names on the left of the cars are the guys that should be in the car at the moment. So this is where there's a few tricky things with this. So these are the cars that are starting the race because they've done either finished qualifying or did a driver swap right at the end. So someone, MacMain, Wilco, Gaz, Eagle Wind, Whip Attack, Kilroy, Wizard, Andrelli, Zest, Dask, Rex, K-Man, Sniper, Saint Sim, Stu, Metal Steel, Nobby, Glasso, Exo, Shamrock, Maverick, so something's gone wrong with Rex and Vintage. It might have been how they've entered the server. But they've gone out and come back in. Hopefully that works now. Otherwise we'll need to restart that one. There's no comments anywhere, so that's a good sign that we're good to go. 2.5 minutes. So full formation lap. It's automatic, so the UI is showing. The Racing Oz lads aren't used to that. We actually run a manual race start, which is I much prefer it this way. So if the server crashed at this point, we should be able to set the server from the results of qualifying. So that'll be another challenge for us to try and test, is if setting the grid actually works. We haven't tried that yet. Ruse will be trying that on Tuesday next week with the casual Porsche Cup series we're running. So in that series, we're actually going to have qualifying, short race, a short second race, a server reset, and then a second race will be reverse grid. So we'll test if we can set the grid, which will be really important later on down the track, with just giving us flexibility with these endurance and driver swap races. Gives us the flexibility to have a qualifying session, have a top 10 shootout, and then another day or another night or whenever actually run the endurance race. So it's plenty of options all this is giving us. It's all pretty exciting. I think I'm going to have to, I don't know how this is going to work actually.
10 seconds.
I'm going to have to do this.
Go in single file. Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
I just hope I can change cars after this, change views after this. Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. Here we are. Someone at the front of the field, OGT, it says OGT in the car. So they must have done a driver swap right at the end. But it hadn't, because they hadn't crossed the timing line for the first sector, it hasn't clocked over on the timing screen. And that's partly because the start-finish line, or the timing line, is actually at the front of pit lane for Bathurst, so that's why that timing won't change over. So 22 cars. There'll be well over 40 connections to the server. This is awesome. This is really what we wanted to test. So we'll go through the guys in the car. So we've got Someone Awesome, OGT, Jason Wilco, Gaz, Eagle Wind, Whip Attack, Kilroy, Wizard, Andrelli, Zest, Bits of Missing, K-Man, Sniper, Saint Sim, Stu, Metal Steel, Nubby's Nuts, Glasso, Exo, Shamrock, and Maverick. And we've lost one, but it's going to be a pretty exciting race start. That is for sure. As they now form up, double file, going through the chase, and get set. Proper driver swap race on PS5. Last night was just a little snippet. We're right into it. This feels like the business end now. Someone heads the field around the final turn. As we get ready for the green light here. Great field for a driver swap event. There's 21 cars on track. Ignore me sitting in the pits. And it's a good jump by someone. It was a great jump by OGT. OGT's going to get by... sorry, that was Wilco there. So Wilco's got by OGT. And it's back behind us. It's all pretty smooth. I think there's no yellow flags that popped up. So everyone's got through. OGT is not far behind these two. Sorry, that's someone on Wilco. Wilco has lost a lot of ground to someone there. OGT's going to have a crack at him, I think. They filter him behind. Just go back through the field. There's a touch there. That was Whip Attack and Gaz. It's bunched this group of cars up though. There's a bit of contact further back down the field. I think they've all got through. And there we go. Who was that? That was that's Eagle Wind. It's been turned around there. And there's further contact. So replay that one for later. And there's more. That's Gaz, I think, who's rolling backwards down into the dipper. And he's managed to get out of the way there. That's bunched this field right up. Still more yellow flags going on here as well. So this is Shamrock on Metal Steel. Shamrock's got a good run. He's heading to the chase. And Metal Steel just backs out of that one. That's Saint Sim. He's at a big moment coming into the chase. It's just ahead of those guys. So we go back to the front. So Someone Awesome, 1.8 second lead over Wilco. And then there's a 6-7 second gap back to Kilroy. Zest won. He's made some good ground on that first lap. Then we've got K-Man. So these drivers, all these dramas that happened ahead of him, have made good ground on the front. And Drellish just got by on whip attack. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, that is correct. Just got to wait for the next timing line. There we go. So it's changed over now. We've got Wizard and Bits and Mistons made some good ground on him. And we've got Sniper, Shamrock and Metal, Stu, Glasso, Nobby, Maverick, Eagle wins. We've got a couple of cars. Here's Gaz had that big moment at Skyline. Here's Exo. He's having a big moment at the cutting. We've got Saint Sim in the pits after that drama at the cutting. But someone has got that lead. Let's go back and see who. And that's Whip Attack. That's just before the dipper there. He's going to be stuck there. And we've got Gaz coming through. Oh, yeah, that was tight enough. So Wilco, see how much is he close? How much does he close this gap? So it's back to 1.7. Second back to OGT. So good start from these three. They've got a good gap over Kilroy. And Zest one just behind him. Let's have a look where some of these closer battles are. There's quite a few damaged cars from those first couple of laps. It's Metal Steel, looks to go inside of Shamrock. So this section of the track's where all the action's been. It usually is here at Bathurst. A lot of it's been amongst this group of cars. All right, so Eagle Wind just got by on Nobby. Oh, Jesus, some damage on these cars. Metal and Shamrock. Looks like they'll have a bit of a battle for a while in this one. 7 minutes into the race. Just go back to the front. So 1.8 seconds. So these guys will be pretty well matching lap times. So someone hasn't got any further away from these two. These two are in a pretty good battle amongst each other. Kilroy's a bit on his own. He has got Zest not that far behind him. It's good from K-Man and then Andrelli. Bits of Missing and Sniper round out the top 10. This is probably one of the better battles on track at the moment. So Andrelli is caught right up to the back of K-Man. Nice little battle group here. So Andrelli, K-Man, Zest and Kilroyd all covered by a couple of seconds. As we'll go to this particular view and see if we can catch some of the lap times that are being caught at the front of the field as we just catch OGT having a look at Wilco. So someone awesome, a little bit slower on that lap. OGT, the pace on that one with a 2:03.1 and Wilco 2:03.5. And then the lap time's back from there, about a second slower. So Zest just runs wide at turn 1. Drelly just got caught out then. So K-Man makes up a position. And Zest blocks to the inside. See if the position can be made around the outside by Andrelli. He's going to try and roll with it. It's not going to work for him. So Andrelli just kind of falls off the back of this now. It's unlucky there. And Kilroy increases that gap. Gap at the front. It's just increased slightly, so although Wilco looks like he's got some good pace on this particular lap. Quick look at how he's working the car through the chase. There's plenty of bumps through here. It just seems to definitely unsettle the Merc a lot. It's pretty smooth through there. It's good. It's good to see. Catch these lap times from these three. .202.5 for someone. And that is the quickest time of the race. That's good pace by someone. Got a car stopped at the top of the hill. That was Gaz. Gaz had a bit of a disaster on this one. It was a great quali time. Just those drums just from the start of the race. He's got big damage on that. And he's one bruised and beaten. Audi. So OGT's just slightly dropped off. So he's 4 seconds off the lead. As Wilco. He's pushing pretty hard to get up to the back of someone. Plenty of competition tonight for someone to fly. They kind of ran away with it last night. They had a big gap over the rest of the field. Again, there was some lap 1 dramas last night, which just kind of spread the field out a little bit. So Andrelli's half a second off Zest. Bits are missing. And Sniper and the Audis still pretty tight together. We've got Metal, Steel and Eagle. So Eagle's back up to 12th. Maverick in 14th. Stu in 15th. Saint Sim is he's completed his pit stop. We've got Wick, Patak, Shamrock. Just have a look at some lap times. So 3/10 in it on that last lap. So someone's just been able to pull that gap out again by a couple of tenths. real tight in the times between Wilco and OGT. It's back behind. So K-Man is catching Kilroy. Zest 1 is not far off him as well as Andrelli's had a moment. He's just dropped off slightly. Back behind, we've got Wizard. So Wizard has dropped off further as well. So we were watching Sniper and Bits are having a nice little battle, but now there's big scuff marks on the side. That Lexus for Wizard, that could have been from the dramas from lap 1 as well. Just a bit of a handful, that Lexus. Wizard's just there's plenty of damage on him. He's struggling a little bit. Go on board with him. Just see. A bit hard to tell through this sector. He's got through there alright. It's 1.1 back to Bitzer. He's actually just increased that gap slightly. So this is a nice big long train of cars as that's K-Man looking for the inside. There's Zest, he's going to try and get that move done, and Trelli came in very hot and just about wiped them all out. So Andrelli, but that was actually a really good, I was focusing on Andrelli then, but it was a great overtake then by Zest, and K-Man gave him plenty of room. So Zest has got 5th position back. So K-Man, who had a sniff at trying to get past Kilroy at the chase, has ended up losing a position to Zest. As Wilco brought that gap down on that lap. So Kilroy will be under attack from Zest very quickly here, as Andrelli has fallen back to 8, so he's going to come under attack from Bitzer. So now that we're at just over the 15-minute mark, so there's just under 30 minutes left, so drivers can pit now and their teammate can make it to the end of the race with the maximum driver stint. So this is where we'll start thinking about when to pit. If they're in a battle like this. Well, it looks like K-Man might have just touched the fence then on the exit of the elbow. Zest is going to try and get this done again. He's eyeing this up for the chase. Kilroy's going to need to stay as far as he can to the left. Zest is going to go for it. He's going to break himself, and they're going to tag each other. That was very ambitious by Zest then. And, he just about came out in front of Wizard then. So this is going to continue. So there's no positions lost out of this. They just lost a lot of time, these two. And Kilroy will be under pressure from K-Man straight away at the front. Just staying pretty steady between someone and Wilco. And OGT's just hang in there as well. As apologies for that. K-Man did get the job done on Kilroy then. Got a good run up the straight. So Wizard has made good ground on those ahead as well. And Drelly's still in the fight as well. What's happened? So Zest has dropped back to 12th. Eagle Wind in 11th. There's a few cars in the pits at the moment. So yeah, so they'll pit, get the repairs done and a fuel and tyre change and get back into the race. So this is Metal Steel coming up on lap traffic. And then we've got, so Sniper is caught back up to bits of missing. This battle continues between the two Audis. It's pretty tight as well, just ahead of them between Andrelli and Wizard. Wizard in that beaten up Lexus. And these two are catching Kilroy as well. So Andrelli's got good pace here, 2:03.4, half a second to Wizard, and then Wizard was half a second quicker than Kilroy ahead. It's almost at the halfway point as we just watch Wizard. It's looking for the move on Kilroy. And Drelly's looking to pounce on the two of them as well. Plenty of thought about driver changes now as well. Second driver gearing up to jump in. Oh, bit of a moment there for Andrelli. He's held it off the fence. I reckon Andrelli's probably best placed here to pick up the pieces with what's going to happen ahead. Lexus has got the legs on that Aston though. Bit surprised by that. And Wizard gets it done. So Lexus has got plenty of place. And now it's up to Andrelli. As Wilco, 1 second to someone as we've got OGT in the pits. He'll be handing over to Mac. Andrelli has pitted, so that was a smart move by Andrelli. Just caught someone pulling over. What's happening there? Well, that's Glasso. So he got damage. I think he's got damage again there. Yeah, he's got a very beaten up looking Ferrari. Oh, yeah, that looks smashed. He's going to try and make his way around the circuit here so get the driver swap done. Oh, that was Kick It coming up behind him. Oh, that was actually for position there. As I think K-Man was obviously held up by what was happening to Glasso then. Oh, hold on to it. Wizard, he does only just.
Pushing.
Oh, he had a big moment heading into the elbow. So someone pits. Wilco looks as though he's staying out. Big damage on the front of the car there for Cosmic Cool. That was Kilroy in the grass. Yeah, so K-Man comes in, Wizard stays out. Is that Sniper just... Oh, that's Dask, so he's pitted. He's got his pit stop out of the way. That was Bitzer who's pitted. Trying to catch some of these other cars that are in the pits here. So we've got Eagle Wind, he'll be fixing long pit stop, fixing damage. K-Man's in. Sniper's in, Kilroy's in. Metal Steel is in as well. So there's Mac. And so Fly Sky's come out as well, so there's a 4-second gap. It'd be interesting to see where Wilco... Well, where Binger comes out after the pit stop by Wilco, so it's going to be pretty tight with Fly. Fly will need to get up to speed pretty quick here. There is a bit of an advantage. As we've got a car off, that is... Oh, that's Glasso still trying to get around to the pits. Geez, that'd be tough. There's plenty of damage on that. So Bounty is in the car now. It's taken over from Metal. Got K-Man in 8th, but it says they haven't completed the compulsory pit stop. So just wait till they get to the end of this sector. Oh, something's gone wrong there. K-Man's still in the car. Something's gone wrong with their pit stop there. So we've got Lewis in the car. So welcome Lewis, has joined up tonight. And Zigzag, he's joined up last night. So Novi's up to 5th. He's yet to make his pit stop. So we've got Fly, who's just rounded the first term. So Wilco still hasn't pitted. He's got 4 minutes to pit, so I would assume he'd be coming in this lap to be safe and hand over to Binger for the last 15 or so minutes of the race. In fact, Wilco's stint timer would only have about 3.5 minutes sitting on it. He'd be able to get one more lap in. He's going to pit to be safe. It's a good move. So we just come back through the field and find Fly. Keep an eye on Wilco, who is the triangle on the map. So 4.6 seconds back to Mac Main. And he has got a bit of lap traffic. There, who is Kick It and Rip It. So blue flags are showing there. So Wilco, Here he is. And here's Fly. So Fly crosses the line. Where's Wilco? So that's Binger there. So Binger's exiting pit lane. Fly is yet to turn into turn one, and that is a great overcut there by Wilco and Binger. Well done, lads. That was a great bit of driving there by Wilco to get that gap on Fly. As Lewis has had a big moment at the elbow. See the damage. As there's a moment there for Saint Sim as well. So that there is Harris now in the car. So Harris is teamed up. So apologies. Harris is waiting for Harris to cross this line here. So Harris is teamed up with Shamrock. So they're in 16th. For some reason, it doesn't show that they've done the compulsory stop. I'm kind of hoping that's a glitch. Because this will go back through the field. So K-Man is pitted again. Pretty sure I saw him come into the pits earlier as well. It doesn't have a pit stop count, unfortunately. So Bounty in 5th with Son of Spawndat in 6th. Angry Old Fella 6.5 seconds behind him. So he zigzags up into 4th. He's teamed up with Andrelli. It's a good stint by Andrelli. There's just a couple of dramas. Sideways. Running a little bit deep at the chase. Big damage in the front for Javar. Oops, is back in the pits there as well. Go to the front of the field here. 2.5 second lead there for Binger. That was K-Man just ahead, so 2.7. So the gap's just increased in that last sector. Binger's doing well here. Fly's going to be pushing pretty hard, although Binger's got some pretty good pace with the 15 minutes left. It's going to be pretty tough for Fly. So Shaky is taken over from K-Man there. Still in 10th. Cool still looks like he's got heaps of damage on the front of that Audi. Got heat in the car. Angry old fella in 7th, just running through the S's and into the dipper. Son of Spawn Dad looks like he's got a bit of damage in the front of that Aston too. Another pretty badly beaten up Audi as well. You expect there's plenty of damage. Knox Parker, he's just moved up into 5th. Gap's come down at the front, 1 second, and I think partly because Bing is stuck behind Cobb McCool. Oh, and that's going to be fly into the fence on the exit of the elbow. Just a tough spot for Binger to catch Cobb there. It's a pretty tough place to try and get out of the way and let leaders go through for blue flags. Great stint there, Wilco. He's done a great job to get the lead off someone and fly. It was good pace. And g'day, Sir Mick Squid. Happy New Year to you as well. It's 0.7 in it. This is going to heat up now. And more lap traffic ahead of them. Going to be plenty of this sort of thing happening with endurance events as they come through the year. So blue flags are showing. As you can tell, it's such a hard spot to try and get by anyone. This is going to be. Oh, he kind of got blocked. Fly got blocked by Heat then, as Heat's trying to get out of the way of Binger. Fly just was just the wrong side of the track on that one. Heat was trying to do the right thing, get out of the way of the leader. Still 0.8 in it. Watch Fly in the BMW, big BMW, it's an opposing car. Did make a bit of ground into the chase. It's got the lights on. You'll have a bit of damage from that hit at the elbow. Fly ended up with a slightly quicker lap on that one. Oh, Fly had a bit of oversteer on the curb. And he's going to just keep dropping ground. It's good from Binger, just handling all this pressure. Cheers everyone, I'm enjoying this. It's going to be a good finish to this one. So Fly's just caught up by a couple of tenths over the top of the hill. You can tell these two are pushing hard, they're using all the track. It doesn't take much around here to just overstep the mark and cause damage or run too deep, and it's going to be good here. Just have a quick look at the intervals, see if anybody else is as tight as this particular battle. It doesn't look like it. Quick look at the field. So Maini third is 12 seconds off Fly. Trying to find fourth position here. Get to it. Intersects the zigzag. It's got a big gap over Bounty, and Bounty's got 4 seconds over Son of Spawn. He's got Angry Old Fella in 7th, Dask in 8th, and then we've got the leaders. So they've almost lapped 8th position. They've got a bit of room on track before they hit Dask. So Dask should still be circulating some decent times. So Bing has just opened this gap slightly now. See the lap times at the end of this one should be a tenth or so in it. Almost exactly a 10. Super tight. Super tight between these two. This is good racing. Dash Vanguard it's at a big moment. Oh, in the background, that's Javar. This is for position between Markwood and Shaky. As Mark was going to get the job done there, provided he pulls it up, and he does. Shaky's going to come back. He's not going to get that done at the yeah, smart move. Let Markwood go through. Point 2 at the front. Two laps left in this one. It's been good race between these two. Set up by that stint by Wilco. It's great pace. So we're going to lap times on this one, 2024, 2029. So Bing has just edged this gap out. Been a bit more comfortable now at 1.5 seconds. has the pace over the top of the hill, a couple of tenths. His gain is Binger. Oh, his fly's just done the same, but say Binger's just run a bit deep into the elbow, but Fly did the same thing and has lost out half a second and the rest. And I would say, unless Binger has any dramas on this last lap, this will be a bit more comfortable now. It's getting to around a second through that end of that middle sector. So we've got car 9 Cosmic Cool with an absolutely broken Audi now.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
And this is Javar catching the back of Kick It and Rip It. Looks like Shaky's got some damage there as well. So Markle, good gap over him there. Yeah, so Fly's had another moment and Binger, 4 seconds in it. So he's going to get this done here quite comfortably in the end. Just caught the Son of Spawn having a big moment into the in the skyline. He's able to hold on to it and keep it on the tarmac as in the background that was Lewis tagging the fence, the exit of the dipper. It's good from Bounty and Metal. Zigzag into fourth, Vandrelli. Great performance from those guys. Javar's got through on Kick It. Who's got Knox not too far behind him. Our way back to Binger. Great performance from Binger. So I'm trying to find this camera. It's a great effort. But tonight and last night have been resounding success. In my opinion anyway, that we can get this many connections to the server. It's been pretty stable from a server point of view. Majority of the field is still here as Binger heads around the last corner. Well done, Binger and Wilco. Congratulations.
Leader has finished the race.
As trying to get through back to Flying Someone. Great performance. Cobbs to Australian Mac mate. Well done, Mac and OGT finishing up in third. Great performance. As we're trying to find where fourth is. It's a little bit tougher here. So Zigzag in fourth, Zigzag and Andrelli. Just what I was getting back to before. The server is stable. We've got the majority of the field is still here. We can broadcast it. The views looks great. Few teething issues that seem to be popping up with a few unusual things that pop up with the driver swaps, especially comparing it to PC. But the biggest positive out of all of the testing tonight and last night is that we can do endurance racing on PS5. We are going to work very hard at setting something up so that we can do this on a bigger scale. We should be able to fit 3 and 4 car teams as Zigzag crosses the line. Well done. I've got Bounty in 5th. So well done, Bounty. It's got a very clean looking Bentley there. We've got Son of Spawn in 6th. Well done. And so Lewis not far behind him either. He's back further down the field as we've got, that's Angry Old Fella on the last lap has binned it. There's a few penalties popping up now. Which I have to investigate what those are for. Let's Kick It and Rip It. M Harris, I think that's for not completing a pit stop. Or a component of the pit stop. 30 seconds there will be for, that'll be for driver stint, I would believe. Just a second. So if I return to garage, I should be able to go through. Yeah, that'll be for driver stints. I think these guys have actually changed driver a lap too soon, and then they've gone through and Kickett has actually gone over the 30-minute driver stint. So drivers need to take into account that it's the remaining race time plus an extra lap for the leaders to get round. Wow, that was awesome. That's a success. We can broadcast it. We can do a driver swap event. It all stayed there pretty well. Again, well done, Wilco. Well done. Well done, Binger. And I'm getting excited now. So we're going to start working on some bigger enduros. So for all of you, this is very exciting. And I look forward to doing more of this. Thank you all, and see you on